triple threat for the WWE World Heavyweight title, Seth Rollins vs John Cena vs Brock Lesnar. John Cena comes to a very rowdy reaction from the Philly crowd. Seth Rollins is out next to a big pop. He's got Joey Mercury and Jamie Noble with him. WWE World Heavyweight Champion Brock Lesnar is out next to the biggest pop. Lesnar looks jacked and has Paul Heyman with him. Lillian Garcia does formal ring introductions and the reactions are about the same. The bell rings and Rollins goes to the floor. Lesnar takes Cena out with a German suplex. Lesnar stares down at Rollins. Lesnar with another German on Cena. Rollins runs in but Lesnar stops him. The Stooges make the save, but Lesnar dumps them both on their head at the same time. Cena goes for an attitude adjustment on Lesnar but it's blocked. Cena gets sent into a shot from Rollins. Lesnar drops Rollins and goes to work on him. Lesnar with a German to Rollins and another German to Cena as Heyman smiles and fans cheer. Lesnar goes back to manhandling Cena now. Lesnar clears the ring and fans cheer. Lesnar comes to the floor but Rollins runs up with a kick to the shoulder, sending Lesnar into the ring post or the steps. Cena goes to work on Lesnar while he's down now. Cena and Rollins end up in the ring. Fans boo as Cena hits his usual comeback moves. The five-knuckle shuffle is blocked but Cena counters the block. Rollins lands on his feet but Cena slams him. Cena goes for the shuffle again but Lesnar runs in with a big German suplex out of nowhere. Lesnar with another German. He holds it but Rollins runs over and kicks Lesnar in the head, saving Cena from another German. Rollins sends Lesnar to the floor. Cena comes from behind on Rollins for a 2 count. Rollins turns it around and goes for a pin but Lesnar breaks it up. Rollins gets tossed back to the floor. Cena brawls with Lesnar but it doesn't faze him. Lesnar takes 2 clotheslines like it's nothing but goes down on the third. Rollins takes Cena out from behind. Rollins springboards in but Lesnar catches him in midair and turns it into a huge F5 for a close 2 count as Cena breaks the pin. Lesnar comes back with another German on Cena and drops him on his head. Lesnar goes to the floor and takes apart the Spanish announce table. Lesnar comes in and eats 2 AAs from Cena. He keeps getting up and takes a third AA but Rollins breaks Cena's pin. Rollins sends Cena into the steel steps on the floor. Rollins nails a curb stomp on Lesnar but he kicks out at 2 somehow. Lesnar rolls to the floor while Cena and Rollins are inside the ring. Lesnar gets to his feet on the floor but Cena runs and tackles him through the barrier. Fans chant "Holy shit" as Cena is laid out on top of Lesnar and equipment. Cena gets up and sends Lesnar into the steel steps. Cena signals that it's over, but he can't believe that Lesnar is still getting up. Cena rams part of the steel steps into Lesnar's head and he's positioned on the announce table now. Rollins takes Cena down on the floor. Rollins goes to the top as the crowd goes crazy. Rollins leaps out and puts Lesnar through the announce table with a huge elbow drop. Cena, Lesnar and Rollins are all down at ringside. Fans chant "Eka" and "This is awesome" as they try to recover. Cena dodges a curb stomp and goes for the STF in the middle of the ring. Rollins crawls for the rope until the Stooges make the save and attack Cena. Noble and Mercury mount Cena with punches in the ring now. We see Emts bringing a stretcher out for Lesnar. Rollins calls for the triple powerbomb on Cena and they nail it. Rollins covers Cena but he kicks out at 2. Rollins grabs his briefcase and waits on Cena to get up. Cena ducks it and backdrops Rollins over the top to the floor. Cena hits a double AA on Mercury and Noble. Rollins runs back in with the briefcase but Cena ducks and hits an AA for a very close 2 count. We see Lesnar still being loaded onto a stretcher. Cole says Lesnar has at least a broken rib, according to the doctors at ringside. Fans do dueling chants for Cena now. Cena and Rollins trade shots in the middle of the ring. Rollins blocks an AA twice. Rollins nails a big enziguri and a curb stomp, but Cena kicks out at 2. Rollins goes to the top and hits an awesome corkscrew 450, but as soon as he lands it, Lesnar runs right in and nails a German on Rollins. Lesnar is hype as he hits a German on Cena. Lesnar with a German on Rollins, but he lands on his feet. Rollins hits Lesnar with the briefcase twice. Rollins puts Lesnar's head on the briefcase for a curb stomp, but Lesnar catches him in mid-move and turns it into a big F5 for the win. The winner and still champion is Brock Lesnar. After the match, Lesnar leaves with him and the title belt. Doctors are shocked at ringside. We go to replays with Cena and Rollins still trying to recover. We come back to Rollins with his briefcase, Mercury and Noble in the ring. Rollins is in a daze as he stumbles around.